Hi everyone, how are you? Hope you are doing amazing. It's your girl Meg. Thanks for tuning back into another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about all of the items that we actually used, all of the baby gear that we actually used in Logan's first month of life and being home as a brand new baby. I know it can get overwhelming with the amount of baby gear that people suggest, like, oh, you need this, oh, you need that, oh, blah, blah, blah. But I think it's helpful to watch videos like this. So today we're gonna kind of go over some essentials that I really think that we've used the most out of everything, and then you can make your own informed decision on whether or not you want to purchase it. So as always, before we get into this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. So that's really great. And also, let's be friends on social media where I post consistently, hopefully. Since I've had a baby, it's been a little less consistent, but you can always find me on Instagram stories and I would love to be your friend. Again, my name is Meg. I do a lot of beauty, mommy, and lifestyle content, and I hope you will stick around and be friends with me. But if you want to learn about all the newborn items that I really used in my baby's first month of life, then just keep on watching. I think I just want to go with, babies their first month of life. First 3 months, really, they're sleeping so much. So I want to talk about kind of like the sleep stuff first. Then I have feeding and then other essentials. So, okay. I am a huge fan of the swaddle. I think newborns need to be swaddled. It's just like a fact. It's a fact that needs to happen. And one item I actually want to mention is I purchased the Taking Care of Babies newborn sleep guide, and then like months 3 and 4, just because I felt like I really needed a refresher when it came to not sleep training, but like helping babies go to sleep and just kind of like a refresher on that. It's been 5 years since I've had a baby in this house, and I honestly, that year was a really rough year for me personally, just because I had a really hard job and I don't even think we had any sort of schedule. So I really wanted to get Logan on a consistent sleep schedule. I of course didn't want to do cry it out. If that's what you want to do, fine. That's not something that I wanted to do. So I purchased the Taking Care of Babies sleep guide for newborn in months 3 and 4, just to kind of refresh my memory on things that really help babies, like what should their sleep look like at this point, etc. So she really recommends swaddling and white noise and a pacifier and all this stuff, and that's great, but Logan doesn't really take a pacifier. He's never really wanted one. I've tried like 3 different ones and he just doesn't care for it, so that's fine. None of my kids have. I didn't expect a miracle there, but he loves being swaddled. He breaks out of it, but it is a very helpful thing to have. And my favorite swaddles are the ones that Velcro. So you put the baby in it like this, and then you Velcro it up like that, and they're a little burrito. And this is the Amazing Baby brand that you can get on Amazon. I also have some Swaddle Me ones, and I think I also have a Halo one. They're all very similar. They're great. So I definitely think a Velcro swaddle is the best. And then for just like multi-use blankets, I really like the muslin ones. These are also from Amazing Baby on Amazon. They have just beautiful, like very neutral prints. They're very soft. Honestly, I think they're just about as soft as the Aiden and Ane. I don't even know how to say that brand, but they're about the same softness as that, and they are way more affordable. They're on Amazon, like I mentioned. I really like these just for other uses, if you need a blanket. Finally, so there's a white noise app. I'm gonna put a screenshot of the app that I really like. We like using the brown noise on there if he's fussy or he's like overstimulated and he needs to calm down. White noise has been very helpful because, let's face it, he is in a house full of loud people, especially his sisters. They can be very overstimulating for him. So white noise has been extremely helpful for him. And I don't like to use it where he's listening to white noise the entire night. Some people recommend, like in the sleep guide from Taking Care of Babies, she recommends that it stays on all night. But I don't personally do that just because I don't know. I don't want to listen to it all night. I don't really love the white noise for myself. So I use it to really help him soothe. So I've been using the white noise app. Let me show you on my phone. It's been very helpful. We use the brown noise. It just looks like this. That's really it. It really calms him down. But then I thought when he would wake in the middle of the night and stuff and he was trying to struggle to get back to sleep, like I would put him back in his bassinet after feeding, he would kind of struggle to get back to sleep, and I didn't want to be like rocking him all night. I wanted him to be able to kind of just like settle down easily and go back to sleep. Not that I would mind rocking him, but I thought I don't want to put my phone in the bassinets to keep the white noise going or the brown noise going by his head. So I purchased this little portable white noise machine off of Amazon. It's a Project Nursery one. It's very simple. I think it was for sure under $15. I can't remember how much it was, but it was very cheap and affordable. It can hang on to things very easily. It's got great noise. The sound quality is great. As you can, it gets pretty loud. So it has multiple sounds like a heartbeat. I think this sounds really cheesy. Like, do your babies respond to music like this? Because mine don't. They're like, what is that? Like, the lullabies are kind of dumb. But I also like this ocean sound. I think that he likes this one too. The rain's really nice. And then the white noise. And this one has a timer on it, is what I really liked. Like, you could set the timer for 15, 30, or 45 minutes. So if he takes a nap or I'm putting him down for the night, I can set the timer to go off after a certain amount of time. So I really like that. The other couple of sleep items we really like, I'm going to insert some footage here, is the bassinet that we're using in our room. So we have Logan in our room and we have a bedside bassinet. It was on our Amazon registry and my dad purchased it for us off of Amazon. It's been great. It's actually one of the more affordable ones. So if you're really looking for a bedside bassinet, this one's really great. It's compact. It can slide up against the bed. It doesn't take up a lot of space and it's neutral. It doesn't have any crazy colors. Like, I like things to be looking neutral, and it's been great for having him right next to the bed. It seems stable. So he sleeps in that every single night, swaddled in a Velcro swaddle blanket, and he seems to be doing fine in it. So that's good. The second thing we've been using, he's been taking his naps in his crib upstairs because I want his room and his crib to kind of be a familiar place to him. I don't want it to be this foreign place that he's not familiar with as a baby, and going and all of a sudden we're gonna make him sleep up there, you know? I'm not sure exactly when we're going to move him from our room to upstairs, but when we do, I just want it to be an easier transition. So he takes his naps in his crib, but it's so huge and he's so tiny. He's a newborn. He's just reached 1 month old. So I've been putting him in this infant lounger that is similar to a DockATot, and it's from a small Etsy shop called Amelia Rose & Co. And it's gorgeous, handmade. It has its beautiful neutral print on it. So if you want to support a mama making stuff like this, definitely check her out. I will obviously link it below, but I've been putting him in that swaddled in a blanket as well to nap up there to kind of keep him a little bit more enclosed. The DockATot and infant loungers aren't technically recommended for use in cribs and for sleep, and I just feel like a lot of people love it for that reason. I personally want to be able to wean him out of that because I don't want it to be like a crutch, like the DockATot thing to be a crutch for us. Like, it seems like it'll be a hassle to kind of travel with, especially like air travel. So he's just sleeping in that for naps in the crib while he's very, very tiny. And we did travel with it, and so it's kind of good to have if you want to set him on the couch and he can nap next to you. It's a nice little thing to have. I just don't want him to always be sleeping in, like, I don't want his nighttime sleep to be in that. So, okay. And then I think that's it for as far as sleep goes. Those are all of the sleep things that we've been using, because sleep is very important to us and obviously to everybody. So, two things that we've had in our living room that just kind of live in the living room for him to kind of hang out in or for us to use is, the first item is we were really sad when the Rock and Play was recalled. I know that, and I didn't even want to risk like using the Rock and Play. My sister still had ours and it was a lifesaver for her too, but I just told her to go ahead and throw it out, and I would find something that was not recalled and it was an appropriate product to use. I just didn't want to risk it. So I found this other item on Amazon. It's like the Baby Delight I can't remember the name of it, but I'm going to insert the footage and link it below. It's very similar to the Rock and Play. It's a little bit different. It's lightweight, and it's something that he can just hang out in. I like to drag it around the house. Like if I have to get ready in the bathroom, I can drag it into the bathroom and have him sit in it. Or if we're all eating dinner at the table and he's awake, then he sits in it and like hangs out. It's a great little thing to like kind of throw him in. If he falls asleep in it, it's fine. It's a safe product for him to have a little nap in. So that's been really, really helpful. So if you really loved the Rock and Play and you want to find something similar to it, I definitely recommend this product for that. But again, he doesn't sleep. Like I try to make sure he takes his naps either in his crib or in the bassinet, and he does his nighttime sleep in the bassinet. So he doesn't really take naps in the Rock and Play. We don't elevate him for that. So if you are looking for a Rock and Play alternative, I really think you might like this product. So definitely look it up. It's on Amazon as well. And then another thing that we set up in our living room is kind of like a mobile changing station situation thing. And I gave my sister my old pack and play. She has twins, so she has 2 pack and plays. And I was like, just keep it, because we got a very similar product from Halo called the Dream Nest, and it's really cool. It is basically like a pack and play, but there's different things that you can put on it like the pack and play. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's got like a breathable mattress. It's a nice product. I really would recommend it. But what we've been using it for this first month is so we didn't have to go up and down the stairs constantly for diaper changes. You're doing so many diaper changes with newborn babies. They are constantly peeing and pooping. It's really fun times. Not to mention I had a C-section, so I didn't want to be walking up and down the stairs too much, especially in the first like 2 weeks. So we set up the Dream Nest as kind of like a mobile changing station with diapers and wipes, and it's got a little pad on top that we put him on for his diaper changes downstairs. We're probably going to pack that up soon and then further use that product as our travel crib if we ever need it. So that's going to be used as from here on out. But if you have a nursery that's upstairs and you are doing the majority of your living downstairs, I highly recommend setting up like a little mobile changing area for the baby down there where you're constantly hanging out. So that's been extremely helpful. And now some like feeding essentials is the Boppy. I'm a huge fan of the Boppy Pillow. I have 2 of these. So I have one of these upstairs in the nursery that hangs out in the glider. So if we're hanging out in his room, which I try to do our nighttime routine in his room and then bring him downstairs to sleep. If I'm nursing him upstairs, I have this in the glider and I have it already there. And then I have another one that hangs out downstairs, so I'm not constantly having to like go back and forth. I just have 2. You don't have to have 2, but I just have it and I'm extra and I like it. So I really like this where it just kind of sits around your waist and you nurse the baby like this. Even if you aren't nursing, this is a great thing to have because you can do a lot of baby holding and your arms are not like, oh my gosh, my arms are so tired, I can't hold this baby any longer. So it's really nice to have the baby. You can really just hold a baby as long as you want, forever and ever. So really recommend it. I've never tried any other nursing pillow. I had this with my other 2 girls. This is my original Boppy that I've had since Kennedy was a newborn. So I was like, I'm just gonna use what I know. And then we have done just a tiny bit of bottle feeding as far as like feeding him pumped milk. And I did like a poll on Instagram stories and I was like, I'm kind of out of touch with the bottles. Like we used to use the Playtex drop-ins when the girls went to their Mother's Day out or daycares and stuff when I was working. But is there anything else that is popular and people like? And the overwhelming response to that, I'm telling you, literally so many people said Comotomo. You can buy these on Amazon. Unfortunately, they're like not at Target. I saw them at Bye Bye Baby. So if you want to run out and grab them in somewhere in person, you can go to Bye Bye Baby to grab them. But I did order a set off of Amazon where it came with these and then like the taller ones. And we've tried giving him pumped breast milk and he did well with it. He hasn't had any issues so far, but of course he still is very young. I feel like my other 2 had a very strong preference against the bottle when they got a little older, like 2 to 3 months old. So we're gonna try to be consistent with it and like make sure that he knows that food can come from this too. So I liked it. It's easy to clean. It's a silicone bottle. It's very minimalist, which is cool. And we've had no problems so far. So if you're looking for a bottle, it doesn't have a ton of parts either. I just like how it's just like 2 things, you throw it together and bam, you got milk. So there's that. And then the very last thing I want to talk about is my diaper bag because, we're not always in the house, and I really love this diaper bag, and I just have to share it with you again if you haven't seen it. I have a Lily Jade diaper bag. This is the, I believe, the rosy style. I will for sure link it below. This is the cognac color with the gold hardware, and I have it to where it is backpack. I can wear it as a backpack, or I can wear it as a shoulder bag. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. I get so many compliments on this, even from people that don't even think it's a diaper bag. It's the most gorgeous bag that I've actually have loved these even when I didn't have kids in diapers, and I travel with these all the time. They're the best travel bags. So if you're looking for something that's beautiful and very functional, and also that you can use beyond the baby phase, you're really gonna love the Lily Jade ones. They're a pretty penny. They're a little bit of an investment. They're kind of pricey, but I think they're worth the money because they're such high quality bags. They're beautiful. And I always, I'm telling you, always get a compliment on it when I am out in public from another mom or not even moms, just other women. They love this. They think it's beautiful. So there's that. So those are the things that we have really used the heck out of this first month of having a newborn in our home, and I hope you found this helpful. Again, I have everything linked below for your shopping and viewing pleasure. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave a comment, or you can message me or email me. I'd be happy to talk to you. And yeah, so that about ends this video. So thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it when you're here and we hang out together. So I will see you all in my next video. Bye!